The girls that I typically work with share in common a certain background. They have experienced sexual molestation, physical abuse, perhaps even having witnessed a great deal of domestic violence in their home settings, all of which creates a certain adaptive response that ultimately affects their behaviors. It affects their ability to maintain their progress academically, much less socially.
What I experience here is that, animals are just like human beings, and, we can't just treat them like crap and then the very next day expect them to come back to us. They have feelings just as well as we do. They know that we love them, and they know we care about them, and they know that we are here to help them, not hurt them.
We have a number of adolescents who are referred to us because they are engaged in self-harming behaviors. And when interviewed, these students will typically tell you that the physical harm is actually preferential to feeling or even identifying the emotional pain that they've experienced as a result of their traumas.
This is the best therapy that I have ever experienced in my life. The horse that I worked with, his name was Uno, and Uno made me realize that I'm looking for someone to care or someone to just point me in the right direction.
There may be some criticism or at least some misunderstanding of why equine therapy, why could this possibly be of benefit? In traditional psychiatry settings, the aspect of individual and certainly at times group therapy can be fairly intimidating for victims of trauma. The use of an alternative setting as well as nonverbal communication has significant advantages for those persons who find that they aren't able to articulate what they're thinking, what they're feeling.
This is my third time at the ranch, and I noticed that every single time I come out here, it gets better and better, more than going to some guy who's going to give me medicine and talk to me about how my emotions are ever would.
It's quite a privilege to be a part of an equine-assisted therapy program because this is something that motivates the girls in their treatment.
Equine therapy has been the best therapy of my life. Any therapy before this was just nonsense to me. I never really got it.
The use of equine-assisted therapy, I think, is very influential in terms of helping people connect with that intensity of emotion, which has in many cases impaired their functioning up until the point in which it can be processed and expressed in a healthy way.